cats. She's saying blessings. And so, yes. Oh, so I wanted to talk to you. So I started looking at the messages, something that happened yesterday. So things are shifting. So, first off, I want to talk about, I channeled a message from my spirit animals, the animal kingdom. I channeled some messages from the animal kingdom because there's a lot going on with the animals right now, and the birds have been really talkative. And the birds have been giving me messages about how the earth is shifting, things are moving around. So the earth is being cleaned up. There was a lot of negative things within the earth, and not to mention the fact that people are trashy and they trash it. So a lot of things like that. I don't want to get into detail about stuff, but so think as we're ascending into this new vibration, the earth is also at a higher vibration. As you can, if you notice that the Schumann resonance, however you pronounce that, that's the earth's vibration has been off the charts, lots of stuff. We're also getting all these solar flares and all this crazy stuff happening. But so I channeled a message the other night about the animal kingdom after talking to some birds, some crows, actually, crows that were out back. I was talking to these crows, and they're really talkative, and they were telling me how they were getting ready for the new shift of the earth. The new shift. I said, oh, the earth is going to shift again. It's been shifting. So there's a major shift happening, and the animals are feeling it. And then my friend Sandy sends me a thing about how the bears are leaving Yellowstone National Park. That's crazy. So the animals know something is happening with the earth. And then, not to mention the bobcats. They left last week. All the bobcats were leaving Yellowstone. So there's some kind of shift happening. And, people are talking about a volcano or something like that. But they know that something is happening, and that's why they're leaving. So the animals know these things, and they protect their own. So they're together, and so if you see the animals leaving a certain place, acting strangely, it's because they know something. They are so in tuned and connected to the earth. They're like the earth dwellers. They live off the earth, so they know what's going on. That's the same thing with livestock. When your livestock is acting up and acting crazy, there's something going on. They know. They know when there's a storm. My grandmother had a cattle farm with acres and acres of land and lots of cows, and she had some bulls, and they raised the cattle. So yes, when the animals are acting strangely. So there's a lot of things coming out. And we're in the time of the truce. So truce are coming out. So things are being exposed. We have to make sure that we stay out of the fear. We stay out of the fear. And don't let the fear take control over you. We need to stay in our love and light, our love center, our God, Christo, God consciousness, love and light center. Don't let the fear take control, because there's still people living in all that fear who are talking about doom and gloom. And I say, not in my neck of the woods. Not in my neck of the woods. I don't want to be a part of all of that. And so, yeah, my hair is all messy. I fixed it, and then it poured down rain. So, yeah, I got caught in it. So, I wanted to tell you what happened yesterday. So the animals know what's going on. And so yesterday I was decluttering, and I was rearranging some stuff, and my daughter's rearranging her office, which I'm in right now. So I took all my stuff out of her office, and I'm rearranging it at home and putting all my cards on this shelf. And I've been doing all this stuff. And we were getting a really bad storm, like we are. Well, the storm blew away now, but we were getting a really bad storm. And this elderly lady, customer of mine that I take care of, I take care of her. I help take care of her, help her with her bills and stuff, and whatever she needs from the store. And she's in a nursing home, and so I often volunteer with the activities too. If she goes down to the activities, I help with that, and it's a lot of fun. But she was getting the bad storm, and she said, "Robin, I wouldn't drive in it." And I said, "I don't want to drive because it was pouring down." And then so I stayed home a little later, and I get in the shower, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna go outside and see if the rain stopped." And I went outside; it was still pouring down rain, and I noticed this beach umbrella that my daughter borrowed, and I said, "Oh, when did she come?" So I call her up and I'm like, "Candace, when did you get here?" And you didn't say hello to me. She said, "Mom, I didn't think you were there." She said, "I was there a couple of hours ago. I was busy doing all this. I never saw." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" My son was home. It was before he went to work. And she said, "Yeah, Lonnie Mae came in and talked to Jeremy, which is my son, and she got on the computer. She ate a muffin, and I was outside sanding my desk. I was working on that. I was there for about an hour. We thought that you were gone because I also had my customer's car because I had it serviced." She said, "I thought you took Connie's car." And so didn't think nothing of it. And then as we were leaving, Lonnie Mae said, "No, there's Connie's car over there." And then Candace was like, "Well, maybe she was taking a nap." I was not taking a nap. So I'm like, "Man, where the hell was I? Where was I? Like, why didn't I see you guys?" Like, I was in another dimension. That's the best way I can describe it. I was just off in a different reality, a dimension, and I was busy accomplishing things. I was even listening to music and doing all this stuff. There's no possible way I would have missed them. No possible way at all. I would not have seen them. And so I was thinking she came over while I was in the shower, but no, she was there hours ago. So she's like, "You're freaking me out." So it was a little freak out moment. So I feel like those things are happening. And things like that are like I'm going to familiar places and they look different. And then leaving a familiar place, like one day, because I clean this big office in the evenings, because I have other jobs. And I clean this big office and I'm driving and I'm looking around and I'm like, where the heck am I? Where am I? I didn't recognize anything. Same way I go all the time. Lots of times I did not recognize it. I'm like, this is freaking me out. So I feel like I'm hopping into other dimensions. I'm shifting into other dimensions as we go up. We're shifting. So and I burnt myself too. So that's what that is right there. Yeah, I burnt myself the other day. But anyway, I just wanted to share that experience, and I'm wondering if you guys are having any of those same types of experiences where things are different. They're shifting, or you go someplace and you didn't know certain people were there. They never knew you were there, but you were there. You were invisible. I was invisible. It's so crazy. So hello, Melissa. Hello, Angie.